And for that, Cami Knight joins me in the studio. Hi, Cami.
Hi, Jenny.
McDonald's has been running into some trouble over some of its hamburgers, making dozens of people sick across states in the United States. Tell us more.
That's right. McDonald's is in full damage control mode at the moment after an E.coli outbreak led to one death and at least 49 illnesses across the US. It's been linked to the chain's Quarter Pounder, though the specific ingredient hasn't been confirmed yet. A man in Colorado has already filed a lawsuit against McDonald's after he fell ill 3 weeks ago and is still recovering. Charlotte Hughes has the story.
Quarter Pounders are off the menu at a fifth of McDonald's restaurants in the US. That's because a multi-state E. coli outbreak linked to the hamburger has so far killed one person and sickened dozens of others. Now, the company is facing its first lawsuit from a customer who is still recovering. On Wednesday, Eric Stelly filed a lawsuit in Illinois accusing McDonald's of negligence, liability, and breach of implied warranties. The outbreak has prompted some who used to be regulars to think twice before going back.
100% it will affect me coming to McDonald's in the future because, I mean, how can you trust a place that allows this to happen? I probably won't be coming back for quite a while.
On Wednesday, McDonald's stock dropped more than 5%, its worst day since the COVID lockdown in March 2020. The company has scrambled to limit the damage, its president pledging to improve safety.
The onset dates for this disease are between, at this point, September 27th and October 11th. If there has been contaminated product within our supply chain, it's very likely worked itself through that supply chain already.
A CDC spokesperson says more cases are expected. According to analysts, McDonald's fourth quarter sales may face some pressure as a result of the outbreak.
Let's take a quick look at the markets now. European stocks closing marginally higher with major indexes trading in positive territory this Thursday. Investors reviewed another batch of earnings reports, shares of Renault jumping more than 7% early in the day after the car maker reported an unexpected uptick in third quarter revenue. Barclays and Hermès also reporting an increase in third quarter sales. In the US, meanwhile, the Dow sank, losing 0.4% and putting it on track for its first four-day losing streak since June. The S&P and Nasdaq both trading in positive territory, though. The Nasdaq has been boosted by Tesla gains. Its stock soared over 21% on Thursday, and it's heading for its best day in over a decade. This after a strong sales forecast from the company. Elon Musk surprising investors with a prediction of 20 to 30% sales growth next year. Tesla may be doing well, but Boeing certainly isn't. The crisis at the aerospace giant has deepened after factory workers voted to extend a crippling strike. 64% of workers voted to reject the latest contract offer, which included a pay raise of 35% over 4 years. Among the sticking points, Boeing's refusal to return to a traditional fixed benefit pension system. The vote came just hours after the company released its latest quarterly results, showing a $6.1 billion net loss. Brian Quinn has the latest.
Outside the Union Voting Center, signs of discontent, borne out by the results, as Boeing machinists rejected the company's latest contract offer on Wednesday. That offer, a 35% pay hike over 4 years, a $7,000 bonus, and increased retirement contributions, not enough to convince the 64% of workers who voted no.
The people that have been here in this leading industry, the biggest aerospace company in the world, we would like to see better from them, and we deserve better from them.
Strikers want at least a 40% pay hike. A return to the defined benefit pension plan that was frozen a decade ago remains a key demand as well. Wednesday's no vote does represent a softening from the some 95% of workers who rejected the company's initial offer.
I want to see something more on the contract with our 401k. But for the most part, it looks like it's headed towards the right track.
The now nearly 6-week-long strike is costing Boeing an estimated tens of millions of dollars per day, amid an already long delivery backlog that includes 5,400 commercial jets. Wednesday saw new CEO Kelly Ortberg announce a $6.1 billion loss for the most recent quarter. Ortberg acknowledging that the company needs fundamental culture change in the wake of a series of safety and quality control failures in recent years. Earlier this month, Boeing announced plans to cut 10% of its workforce and raise $35 billion in new financing as it tries to stabilize what was once a symbol of American engineering and manufacturing prowess.
A Polish radio station has replaced journalists with AI presenters. Weeks after letting its journalists go, Off Radio Krakow launched what it called the first experiment in Poland in which journalists are virtual characters created by AI. Let's show you what they look like on their website. The station claims that its 3 avatars are designed to reach younger listeners by speaking about culture, art and social issues. The whole idea has sparked a lot of controversy nationwide, particularly after a journalist who recently hosted a show on the station published an open letter protesting the replacement of employees with artificial intelligence. Mateusz Dębski says the move is particularly shocking because the broadcaster is a taxpayer-supported public station and that 15,000 people have already signed his petition. The head of the station has insisted that no journalists were fired because of AI, but simply because its listenership was close to zero. So all I have to say about this, Jenny, is to our viewers, please keep watching us or we might be replaced by much better looking robots.
Indeed. I think our jobs are going to be replaced soon.